Welcome guys to World of Tanks, and today we're gonna take a look at this beast, the Super Pershing. And yes, this is for me the best credit earning tank in the game. And why am I saying that? Well, mostly because when I play it, I shoot a gun and credits come flowing through me. But what is good about this tank? The gun? Nah. 170 average penetration, 240 damage, 0.38 accuracy at 100 meters, 2.3 seconds aiming time, 7.32 shots per minute. Not that bad, I guess, but the penetration is abysmal. And you might argue that, well, the Type 59 is better. Yeah, but you can't get the Type 59 unless you win some contest or if you bought it like a year and a half ago. But still, what else is good with this thing? Turret armor is the same as the Pershing, 101 frontal, 76 at the sides and rear. But this thing has this counterweight here for the turret or a gun, which adds as spaced armor, and good god, it's effective. Same with the front plate here. As you can see, it's also acts as space armor, and it has 177 millimeter of frontal armor plus this thing. So unless the shot is actually coming from above or has a really high penetration value, it will bounce. And you gotta say that if you angle this tank correctly, you can bounce almost any shot, which is a bit ridiculous, but it's so fun to see people rage about troll armor. What else do this thing has? 1500 hit points? It's okay. It weighs 53 tons, fully loaded. Here's a drawback: 500 horsepower engine power. Now that's bad. Why? Because if we go in here and check the Pershing, biggest engine has 704, stock 560. So it's slower than the regular Pershing to begin with and gets a less powerful engine. Speed limit 40.2, and we can check the Pershing once again, has 48. But then again, it has that extra front plate there. The shell damage is same. The only difference between the Super Pershing and the normal Pershing is that the top gun on the regular Pershing has 180 average penetration and 0.37 accuracy. So it's not that much difference. And it's the same rate of fire. Turret speed 24 degrees per second, and this one has 38, so once again, difference. And as you can see, same view range. Signal range though, yeah, it's the same. This is the stock. But Other than that, not much difference. And what equipment do I have on mine? Well, medium spall liner, because this will be shot at artillery, and people will shoot high explosives at you and try to ram you. Some people are stupid like that. Medium caliber tank gun rammer increases the rate of fire, of course, and gun lane drive increases or decreases aiming speed. And I guess you could change it to an improved ventilation if you want to, but I don't find that necessary on this thing. It's mostly a reversed cash piñata. Instead of shooting at it, you shoot with it. But enough talking, let's look at some games. So, first out, we have a battle on Monastery. And we can see that the SuperPershing not that fast, but speed is not the main concern here. It's a tier 8 battle, and hopefully we will get some good result. And stop in there to maybe get a shot on the light tank rushing, but someone else gets him. Anyway, Monastery, the map where most teams fail to push and win. So I do what everyone should do. I push the one line, and as you can see, I have support in form of 2 tank destroyers and a premium heavy. And instead of going up behind them, I decide to flank around. And we have a T29 and an IS-2 on this flank. And as you can see, me and the SU-100, who suffered a terrible fate, gets a good advantage on these enemies. Now you can see the T29 noticed us, but decide to not attack, and the IS-2 decided to shoot us, but as you can see, it bounced off our upper plate, and that is just how good the armor is on the SuperPershing. So we finally got the gun working them out with, and as you can see, as long as I get to fire the gun, I will probably survive. And we failed to penetrate, and the T29 is gone. The IS-2 is now outgunned. And he's dead. So we push on, and we're in the lead with 6-4. And I'm just gonna speed it up a bit here. And over there we have the Nashorn and a T-34 and also a VK3601H, and oh crap, most of the enemy team is here, it seems. And we kill the T-34. And we're still in the lead. And by now it seems like this will be a easy victory. And where did that T-69 go? And there he is. And what he does is something really smart. I back away from the VK there. And as you can see, this T-69 decides to reverse back up. Unfortunately, my gun was loaded and aimed at the correct place. And this VK is now having a bit of a problem. And backing up in case he managed to penetrate. And there we kill him. And as you can see, we got almost 150,000 credits and 3,700 experience. And why, you may ask? We did the most damage, and we also took a potential damage of 2600. And as you can see, 20 shots fired, 19 direct hits, 17 penetrations. So this tank is not bad. Next up we have Serene Coast, and this is a tier 9 battle. And about now the SuperPershing is starting to have a bit problem, especially as their tier 9 can and will penetrate me however and whenever and wherever they shoot. The SuperPershing's frontal plate of 177 millimeters ain't that great, especially not against that T95 there. But anyway, let's see what we can do. So we have a Conqueror, an SU and a VK charging that line, and an IS-3, and we have a ELC getting a bit too close for his own best. And we can also see the enemy IS-8, and I decide to take a shot at him. And as you can see, that bounced off nicely there. Taking another shot on him, and all of a sudden he's dead. So all of a sudden they only have one tier 9 left, which happened to be this T95, and I'm aiming at his tracks because I know I can't penetrate that front plate of his. So we continue to shoot at the FCM 50T. And I fire one more, just in case. So, VK and two IS-3s are in front of us right now, and as you can see, we have the Outer Conqueror and IS-8 here. And our FCM 50T is now dead. I decide to join in and see what I can do. And I track the IS-3 instead of dealing damage to him. And I managed to hit the ground. And I get shot at and damaged by the IS-3. I tried to snipe the commander's hatch on the VK, but no luck there. Our Conqueror is down. And now it's only me and the IS-8 here. And we snipe the VK. And the IS-3 trying to flank us. I decide to shoot at his turret, but you know, that will never penetrate. So anyway, two IS-3s versus me in a Super Pershing and IS-8. And we have an SU 101 flanking the IS-3. And I managed to track the IS-3. Well, we try one more time and we damage him. And we managed to move just in the nick of time. And the IS-8 tells me to follow him, but I have no interest in that. And I miss the IS-3. Now he does something really stupid. He backs off and lowers the angle on the front plate there, making it even easier for me to penetrate. But he also playing a bit smart, that he will drive up after his shot. But he's also a bit stupid that he's driving back down again. And I get shot in the side by the AMX. And there was a lucky bounce. And once again, lucky bounce. And we can take a quick look here. As you can see, that front plate there, the counterweight of the gun is a really good lifesaver. So I'm backing off, hoping that my team will help me here. And it seems like the enemy IS-3 doesn't want to join in the fight. And as you can see, I've loaded up the premium ammunition. And there's the IS-3. And I go back to standard ammo. And we have a T95 over here, still alive and kicking. And we get into a better position. And knowing that I have no chance in hell of damaging this thing, I just aim for the tracks and hope for the best. And there we got him tracked, and he's not moving. And he's gone. And now the only thing they got left is the AMX 5100, a Panther 2 and a Gesuchtwagen Panther. And speeding this up a little bit, there we have the MX, and he's dead. And the Tier 7 tank destroyer is joining me here, while the T28 prototype is heading back to base. And here we spot the RT, and I decide to back off because I know he's pre-aimed, and if I go around there I'm dead. So instead our tank destroyers offers to take the shot. So I join in. I'm going a bit wider, knowing that he has lost my spot. And he drives out and he shoots. Tank destroyer moves in, fires, and I initiate the kill. Now they only have a Panther 2 left, and he's spotted at our base. And knowing that instead of going back and not doing anything, we go into cap. And he is also dead. And as you can see, only 95,000 credits on this one, but we earned ourselves a steel wall and a Spartan, almost 2,000 experience. And as you can see, we did quite a lot of damage, 11 hits on the IS-3, and damage wise not the best. 24, 4 kills, 1331 base experience. So this is undoubled, and you can see 35 shots fired, 30 direct hits, 18 penetration only, and that's because of the 170mm average penetration, almost 4,000 potential damage received, and 1,666 spotting damage. We're getting there. Still not bad. So, last. Redshire, another tier 8 battle. And you have now seen the drawbacks, the pros and cons, and I can assure you that this battle is a little bit extra. As you can see, our team has 1 scout. The enemy has 2 scouts. And I will just spoil this much. Our scout will not get 1/10 of my spotting damage. So I'm blasting down the one line here, designed to be super aggressive, and not much is gonna happen, so we're gonna speed it up. And we spot one scout. It's a Stewart. And we wait and see, and he's dead. So we keep on moving. Not much to see here. They do know that we are here now though, so it will be a little bit more interesting. First enemy target, M6. And our Su-100 is a bit too bold for his own good. And it's a Jag Panther as well. And I decide to take him out. And he managed to penetrate me. And our AMX is a bit bold as well. And we keep advancing. And as you can see, we are losing 3-5. And our scout is already dead. And we have a T29 on the ridge over there. And we lost the spot. And there we have a T34. And we managed to bounce his front armor. And that one missed. So instead of sitting here and wasting ammo, I decide to advance even further. And there comes the T29 once again. And I'm not having any luck at the moment. Shots bouncing all over the place. Oh well, let's move. Don't want to sit in one place for too long. And there is the T34. And he's finally dead. And the T29 takes my track out. I use the repair kit and repair fast as possible. And instead of sitting there, I decide to move up. I don't want to be a sitting duck for the artillery. And as you can see, the score is now 5 even. And we speed it up again. See what happens. And there we have the T29. And we penetrate him. And the Hellcat joins in. Now instead of rushing this T29, we're taking it quite safe, and I try to lock the Hellcat from moving. And the enemy IS gets a shot into me. And the Hellcat has an awful lot of luck. The IS backs up. The Hellcat tries to retreat and I accidentally block him. And there we have a tank destroyer. And the enemy artillery fires a shot, takes out my tracks. I repair. And now we know where the most of the enemies are. And they are in this area over here. So I decided to move up and be the scout for this team. Just know I do have the armor. And there we have the T69 and a T20. No, an E25. And they are hitting me, and I do not like it. An IS-3 joining in the fight. A T43 joining in the fight over there. And all of a sudden, we're winning 13-5. Enemy artillery spotted. He is dead. Enemy T32 spotted. And we get some final shots in. And that's it. So, as you can see, 134,000 credits, 4,164 experience, and we got patrol duty. And as you can see, helped team damage at least 6 enemy vehicles by highlighting them. And yep, you can see I did help the team a little bit. So, score only 2270, 1388 raw experience, only 1 kill. And why? Almost 5,000 spotting damage, 2950 potential damage received, 2270 damage done, 22 shots fired, 15 hits, 10 penetrations. And as you can see, after repair, resupply, we still have 118,000 credits. Moneymaker indeed.